Hey everybody, welcome back to Franchise Fridays. I'm Jeff Dudan, the guy who believes franchising is the greatest wealth creation business model this world and any world has ever seen. And I want you to catch something today. There is a shift happening in the market right now, and I mean today. People aren't looking for a job that you own anymore as a franchise. They're looking to be business builders. They're looking to build assets. They're looking for systems. They're looking for cash flow machines. They're thinking like investors. And businesses are a high-class asset, and they're part of any family who wants to build wealth inside of a portfolio, just like the stock market, just like real estate. They're thinking like that, and that's how you want to think. So lean in. Now, I want to talk about property service franchises. Again, I have a bias for this because for 25 years of my career, I built a huge international direct property service business, environmental service, restoration services. And then after that, I franchised that business to 240 locations. So I've been doing this for almost 35 years. And I've seen what performs in the best of times, and I've seen what performs in the worst of times. And it's property service brands. Why? Why do they win in every cycle? Because they're non-discretionary. Look, sometimes the economy gets slower, interest rates go up. Sometimes the economy's booming, but at the end of the day, there's a 10.3% compound annual growth rate as far as you can see in property services. There's going to be 150 million more people in this country. There is a housing shortage, and with the new houses comes grocery stores, universities, high schools, hospitals, medical, all the infrastructure that comes with it. And all of our services at Homefront Brands serve all of those markets. And light CapEx, what does that mean? It is an asset-light business. You don't need to build $1 million facility and fill it up with treadmills. You don't need to buy massive $600,000 vehicles or trucks or bulldozers or anything like that. Home services are generally light CapEx. You're going to have a supply chain, and depending on what the business is, there might be more or less materials. And then you're going to have labor and you're going to have transportation. And that's basically what you're going to have inside of that. So you can continue to scale without having to build another box or another location. Recurring predictable revenue. Look, if you become the face of your business in the community, roofs are going to leak, windows are going to get dirty, fences are going to get run over, need to be installed, whatever it is, but it's recurring. It's predictable revenue. There is math that you can do to figure out how much of a certain business there's going to be in any geography. And in property services, you own the rights to territory. You own the rights to the real estate, and you can also sell those rights when you sell your franchise business. So think about it. You can build a business by scaling an infrastructure, adding one truck, adding 2 trucks, adding 20 trucks inside of the same geography as you continue to win customers, build your brand, create raving fans, create referral partners, and all of that. And the demand, as I said, it's going to be resilient. There's always going to be storms. There's always going to be water leaks, wear and tear, people wanting to remodel, families expanding, families contracting. All of these reasons are why home and property services are here to stay every day and in every way. And look, this isn't a cupcake shop hoping that people walk by and walk in and they happen to be hungry at the time. This is needs-based. This is non-discretionary, and it's delivered at every home and every business and every day. So as long as you keep executing, the cash keeps flowing, and that's why so much smart money is building in home and property services. And now AI has poured gasoline on that fire, and it really gets me fired up because we are now taking all of the administration out of these businesses for our franchise owners and letting them work not on administration, but on activation. It's transforming how franchisees grow, and the good companies are helping franchisees grow faster and better with better insights and more profitability. So at Homefront Brands, we're already using all of the tools, all of the AI-driven tools, including anything that optimizes a business or provides in-stake and predictive analytics to help owners market smarter, to help them automate their follow-ups so that the customers are serviced properly and no lead dies on the vine, to schedule recurring services and to keep customers engaged automatically and to build labor models that support the expansion. Look, this intelligence is as a service. This is where franchising can be a real superpower for the people that want to get in and put their time and energy and money to work right there where they live and be big in your home market. And when you give the right person with the right motivation, the right systems, they're going to scale. At Homefront Brands, we're building generational assets. Every brand, Window Hero, Top Rail Fence, Temporary Wall Systems, the Designery, Roof Scientist, we're all engineered for the person who says, I'm not here to buy a job. I'm looking for something that I can scale into an empire or into a legacy or into an exit. We're looking for multi-territory growth. We're looking for people that don't want to trade their time for dollars. They want to trade their intellect for scale. We're looking for a business owners that want something that they can sell or even hand off to their kids one day. And the property services is a playground just for that, because the world is always going to need clean, safe, protected, and beautiful homes. So stop chasing the trends, the next donut, the next workout, the next health and wellness trend. Those things don't last forever. You're never going to find a Homefront Brands comfortably between a Blockbuster Video and a Curves Fitness franchise. There's always trends in these other things, but in home services, they're not trends, they're fundamental. So here's the hard question for you if you're listening to this right now. And I know I use Homefront Brands as an example because that's where I happen to be working and that's where I'm spending my time, but it could be any property service business. But what you're doing today, are you still trading your time for money? Or are you ready to lead teams and to scale a business? You will build capabilities in doing that you will be able to use and leverage for the rest of your life. And you will discover capabilities that you didn't know you had or you didn't needed if you jump into the pool and you start swimming. If you're thinking like an investor, your business is like little dollars. Little dollars are your workers that you send out there. They should earn money even when you're not there. That's the game. That's the opportunity. And that's where I want to help franchisees win. So if this hits home and you're ready to build something that lasts, check out homefrontbrands.com, hit the link in the bio, and always grab a free copy of my book, Discernment. It'll help you make better decisions because it is the business athlete's regimen for a great life through better decisions. It's a guide for you to use in this time of need when you're trying to figure out what's next for you. If the timing is right, the demand is locked in, the systems are proven, now you just got to step into it. Franchising is the greatest place that you can go to take off that corporate coat and put that entrepreneurial outfit on and prove once and for all who you are and build a bigger, better future for yourself. I'm Jeff Dudan. This has been Franchise Fridays. Work with me. Let's go together and build something great. Thanks for listening.